Hey Olda, Tinagoto. Hello and welcome back to another session here of FTL with the Advanced Edition enabled and on Harmon. Today playing with the Crystal Cruiser Type B, because I recently unlocked it. I've got all the Type B ships now, awesome. Got a few of the Type C's, still need to work my way through that, but this guy right here. Their unique racial ability makes the crystal beings very adept at shipboarding. This ship was designed for such rapid raiding parties, and it's also quite rapid, I suppose, as well, maybe? So here it is, the Carnelian, which we are immediately going to rename to the Artiste. Well, Artiste, whoever you call. Bonfie M, as awesome as your name is, I don't think you're an artist. Let's go ahead and name one guy Picasso, because why not? Then we've got, I wonder if this is going to work. We've got Van Gogh. Okay, that is going to show up, awesome. And then we've got Da Vinci. I don't know if that's going to show up, it's a little bit longer. There we go, that works too. Okay, cool. So Picasso, Van Gogh, and Da Vinci flying the artist and painting red paint across the galaxy. So, the Crystal Cruiser Type B. It does not start with any weapons, which is one of the really big downsides to this ship. I believe it's like the Mantis B that doesn't start with any weapons, but it starts with cloaking and a 4-man teleporter, so this is definitely one of the most powerful ships in the game in terms of boarding. And you also have crystal crew members to board with. They come with that very special lockdown power you can see there, which activates in a crew box. I've shown that in previous videos, so I'm not going to go over that in too much detail. But yeah, these guys are absolutely one of the most powerful species in the game, rivaled probably only by the Lanius. In order to get the Crystal Cruiser Type B, you need to first unlock the Crystal Cruiser Type A, which is a ridiculously long haul bunch of sort of, I guess, random encounters that you need to come across in the gameplay. Or you can unlock the Rock Cruiser Type C, which comes with a Crystal Crew member, and then you need to find the Rock Homeworlds. Anyway, the Type B comes with 2 of the following 3 achievements. Sweet Revenge, destroy an enemy ship with a shard from the Crystal Vengeance Augment, unique to the Crystal Cruiser. So you basically just find a weak ship that does 1 damage to some kind of auto scout. You take it down to 1 damage, that thing will go through and kill it, and that's how you get the achievement. No escape. While using the Crystal Cruiser, trap 4 enemy crew in a single room using the Crystal Beam Power or a lockdown bomb. Again, pretty straightforward, but you're probably going to lose your Crystal Crew member. But as you can see, it's pretty much worth it for future gameplays. And then this one here, Clash of the Titans. Destroy 15 rock ships. Pirates count using the Crystal Cruiser. Oh boy. And then over here we have the Crystal Vengeance Augmentation. Every time your ship takes damage, there is a 10% chance to break off a shard that flies at your enemy. So that's what you need to get this augment here. And that's pretty much all you'd use it for. It's worth 40 scrap, so the scrap is probably worth more than the actual augment itself. And again, you just don't really want to get hit in this game, so yeah. Also, the texture for the crystal ship appears to kind of be going over the user interface. That's a little interesting thing about the layering, and this one appears to be in front of that even more. Anyway, looks like things are set up the way that we want them. Hard mode, of course, and the AE content enabled. Why the heck wouldn't if you're a seasoned player like us? Let's go ahead and hit that start button. Okie dokie! The data we carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebels can catch up. Tip: Cloaking. Cloaking prevents enemies from firing on your ship or charging their weapons. It also increases your base evasion by 60. That is correct. I talked about this in a previous video where that was actually incorrect and it increased your evasion to where they couldn't hit you. But that is correct. It increases your evasion by 60%. So for example, if I cloak right now, you can see our evasion goes all the way up to 75, but I can bump that up to 80 by pumping it both into the engines, which is what we're going to do. We can actually power everything, because we don't have a weapon. Alright, let's go ahead and delegate these beautiful guys. I think we're going to actually send someone over here to man the sensors so that we can jump on board the enemy ship and tell what's going on. And we're probably going to board with all 3 of these guys, but we do need someone over here to actually jump us from place to place. Let's go ahead and save those positions and prepare to jump onwards. Right, so it looks like we could go down this way or up this way. Up this way seems like a good idea, so let's go. What do we have at jump number 1? A small platform orbits the nearby this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort, and is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. Let's talk with that refueling platform. The refueling station welcomes you in one of its birds, and as you hail them, there is an explosion from your engine room. While assessing the damage, you detect a pirate ship closing fast, and we got 3 damage. And this guy is coming, and he's got a flak and a basic laser. These guys are not to be trifled with. Well, our engines are shot, so we can't actually dodge these guys, so we want to get in there as fast as we can. We may as well send all 3 of them. So this thing isn't going to charge for a little while. The basic laser should be alright, and now we can jump into... well, there's only a... yeah, okay. Let's jump in here. Jump! Jump away! And then we'll move this guy around to the shields, because that's sort of high priority. And I guess we'll... what's going to happen now? Okay, those are both fired, so we're going to go ahead and cloak those. It'll increase our evasion up to 60. So hopefully those flaks will miss, and they do. Fantastic. But now 2 of them are in there. That's not what I wanted to have happen. This is not the ideal situation. Maybe if I do something like this, and move someone else down to the shields. Now I can lock this dude in there. That's Picasso. Oh, we got someone locked in there with him. Oh well. Okay. Well, that happens. It happens. Okay, they're gonna fire again. This is gonna hurt. Oh! Ow! And there goes the teleporter. We can't teleport back. We've got to kill these guys on this one salvo. And it looks like we're going to be able to do it. Okay, and they're firing again, but we can cloak. And Van Gogh is pretty hurt there, so let's go ahead and move these guys around. Like so. Oh, okay. Oh man, that was close. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we strip it of useful materials, gaining 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 12 scrap. With your teleporter damaged and no way to fix it, you take one of the enemy ship shuttles to return to your own ship. That is pretty crazy. We almost died there. One of the great things about the crystal ship as well is that the med bay is right next to the teleporter, which makes the situation of teleporting back, healing up, and going back onto their ship really, really good. Let's get these guys healed up. This guy's full, so let's go ahead and get him repairing some stuff. And you're done now as well. Go ahead and help him out. And you go help out too. Now, before we can actually jump out of here, we've got to fix the engines as well, so let's do that. We took a little bit of damage there. Looks like we took, yeah, 3 damage from that flak, I'm guessing. I think they had the same time on them as well. Not too sure. Alright, let's get these people back to their positions with the enter key. Fantabulous. Get us out of here, guy! And let's go. Alright, where are we going next? Over here or over here? I think we're gonna go over here. After you jump into the system, a pirate advances on your position. They're refusing all hails. Prepare for a fight! Okay, these guys aren't too bad, but they've got a mantis that's coming this way. So, we'll have to find out where he's going. And he's jumped into that room right there, the fool. Alright, let's finish this poor mantis off. Okay, let's go ahead and dodge this. Oh, okay, thankfully that can't fire yet because it's a beam weapon. They work a little bit differently to these weapons. Alright, so Van Gogh is actually pretty badly damaged and we killed off the mantis, so we should be pretty relatively safe now, especially now that the weapons are desynchronized. The one shield's going to be enough to protect us while we heal this dude up. Better to be safe than sorry. Let's go ahead and teleport into their weapons room. Let's just let them in. We should be okay. We've got a Zoltan, okay, and there might be another dude coming. They're all going to take damage. Oh, there we go. No more life signs remaining on the ship, so we strip it of useful materials, getting 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 19 scrap. Okay. I could have sworn there was going to be somebody else. I thought I saw 3 people. I guess I'm wrong. Alright. Let's just heal everybody up, and on we go. Whew. We need to get another crew member so that we can have our 3 crystal guys here ready to go, ideally. There's a store right there. That'd be nice to pick up some kind of really basic weapon. Let's see if we can scrounge up a little bit more scrap first. You come across a rebel automated scout ship pursuing a civilian ship. Weapons engaged. So let's aid the civilians! You power up your weapons and engage the automated ship. I've got a drone, a hacking drone, coming to attack us, but otherwise I've got an ion blast and a mini beam. We can't hurt these guys, we can't kill them anyway. So, I guess we just have to... Well, that's not too bad, because these guys aren't that bad. So yeah, we're just going to have to put this guy on the engines and try and get out of here as quick as we can. Yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and cloak that. Oh, and it hit us anyway. Because, you know, why not? 80% evasion, not good enough for you? Apparently not. Alright, this is about half charged. The oxygen back up to 100% just in time for the hacking. Alright, that mini beam is gonna cause some problems. I'll try and cloak as quick as I can. Is it gonna be quick enough? Not quick enough, and it started a fire, and it took out both the teleporter and the medbay. This is actually a pretty bad ship. I didn't need to cloak there, but I cloaked anyway, didn't I? Let's go ahead and open the doors, is what I should have done. And now we can jump out of here. Let's try and get these fires under control, and ideally repair our ship. Okay. Yeah, there would have been a good time to cloak, but that dodged us anyway, okay. Now these are ready to go, so heal up as quick as you can. Heal up the things. I'm gonna try and get out of dodge. Okay, cloak that. That missed, excellent. Heal up the teleporter, get everyone back in their positions, and we are good to go. Oh man, that one could have been a lot worse. We can jump from here to here, so I'm thinking we jump here to maximize our scrap, and then jump this way. Sucks that we couldn't get a ship that we could actually hurt, but, well, at least we got out of there alive. Your scans reveal an ore refinery and several factories, all standing still and empty. No life signs are detected. Oh, that was a nothing event, okay. I guess we better check out the store, see what we've got for Leone. The space station here has a travelling merchant who shows you his wares, and he has... what has he got? He's got a breach 2, chain ion, and a small bomb. Well, these are all okay, but none of them actually does any damage, which is an issue. We've got an FTL jammer, stealth weapons, and a scrap arm, okay. And we can sell our crystal vengeance, so that actually gives us 71 scrap, okay. Well, the breach 2 is really good for throwing onto somebody that has a medbay, because then you know it's just going to take it down because it'll do 3 damage. It's a bit expensive though. And we can't really afford to use it anyway because we have 3 missiles. So what is the plan here? We need some kind of weapon. Do we want to hold on to our money and get ourselves and upgrade our ship, or do we want to actually invest in a weapon right now, even though none of these can actually do damage? So if we come across something like like drones and stuff, we still can't kill them, is the thing. This is a really nice weapon, and I would hate to pass it up. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Call me crazy. So we've got that now. Let's go ahead and close the doors, please. I guess we're filling up the oxygen or something. We can't actually power that yet. We've got to upgrade the weapon system as well. That's going to cost us 40 scrap to get that online. Okay. We'll just let that oxygen charge up and be ready to go. Okay, the oxygen's charged. The soundtrack is awesome. Let's move onwards. We've kind of locked ourselves into the back end of the system now. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. We could board the station looking for survivors, which sounds risky, or we could scrap some of the debris, which sounds safe. While waiting for the FTL drive to charge, you skirt around the edge of the station and collect some scrap, namely getting 16 scrap. Awesome. Right. Yeah, okay. So maybe coming down here would have been an okay idea. We could have jumped somewhere like this, then here, then around like that. Might have been an okay idea, because now we've got 4 systems to go. We could try something like going to the exit in there, then there, and maybe somewhere else, but it's a really bad system actually. Alright, let's just make the most of what we got. What at first appears to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by our screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation, so let's investigate that battlefield. The wreckage appears to be a battle between Federation fighters and Rebel cruisers. Though outnumbered, it looks like the Federation fought valiantly. As you begin a more detailed scan of the wreckage, Rebel reinforcements arrive in the system and target our ship. Uh-oh. So they've got a heavy laser and a mini-beam and a diff too. And they have 3 crew members and... yeah, no medbay or anything like that. Let's close the doors and get everybody in that room. We will cloak out the first salvo of the heavy laser, like so, and we will also teleport into their drone room. Yeah, let's go ahead and just demonstrate the lockdown power for the lols. Kill one guy. Helpless little human fighting 3 crystals. Doesn't stand a chance. Okay. So now these weapons are desynchronized. Getting level 2 shields would be a pretty good priority as well, because then a lot of these really early on ships can't actually hurt us, but again, that weapon, we need a weapon. So probably getting that online is the more of a priority than the shields. There are no more life zones remaining on the ship, so we strip it of useful materials, getting 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 20 scrap. Now that's a good reward. Bring these guys home, heal them up, and then we can move on our merry way. I think things are going pretty well so far. We haven't taken any damage in a while, or at least none that really makes me worried. So the run's going well so far. The run is going well so far, but we haven't really had any excuse to use the crystal being lockdown power just yet. Do I want to buy this now? Yeah, I do. I want to buy this now, just in case one of these ships requires it. Just in case. It'd be nice to have it. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of you can go free unarmed. We can draw straws and surrender one of our crew members over to the slavers, or we will never surrender one of our crew to slavers, and that's exactly what we're going to say. But hey, they have Assault and Shield, and we can hurt Assault and Shields now. For those people that didn't want me to spend my money. Alright, let's go ahead and power that weapon up. Let's go ahead and deactivate our medbay and teleporter. Go ahead and send this dude in there, and we'll get... well, no, we'll actually, no, we'll send you, and we'll send you here. That way we can increase our evasion to hopefully try and avoid a few of those missiles. And we'll get this beating down the shields. Oh boy, let's go ahead and cloak out that missile, and it misses our helm. Thank goodness for that one. That would not have been nice. The first shot hits, and now we only need to hit with 1 more, because it's a breach 2, and we'll be good. Oh, and it misses the second time! The luck is on our side, but we're going to need to keep someone in the helm here, probably. And we don't have the cloaking up in time. Thankfully there's another miss. Wow, alright. Let's go ahead and deactivate that breach 2, put this stuff online. We'll go ahead and bring these guys into there. There's no one in there just yet, so that's actually perfect. Let's go ahead and tug a Van Gogh, tell you to lock down, and now we can take that missile out before it causes any more problems. Let's go ahead and cloak out, and another miss. Awesome. It looks like the heavy laser's going down first. It looks like we'll go ahead and use Da Vinci's lockdown to make sure that that missile goes offline. I really want that to go down. Okay, cool. Now the weapons are completely immobilized, these guys are toast. Let's go ahead and send another dude in to cause even more problems. I don't know how many crew members they had. And let's move into the shields. I've got a Mantis on there, so yeah. Alright. So now they've sent the human to go fight that guy, leaving the Mantis to fight 2 crystals. That Mantis is going down, and that human is also probably gonna go down. Magni. Alright, let's go ahead and send these guys in to mop up the rest. And exemplary. It appears the slaves did not survive the fighting. You find their burnt bodies in the hold, but before you strip the ship, you hear faint noises in the walls. You break off a latch and a slave falls out of a hidden compartment, coughing. Once recomposed, the slave offers to join our crew. We gain 1 missile, 1 drone part, 23 scrap, and Lombard. Fantastic Lombard, you can actually stay there on the helm. Not sure how useful a human is going to be as a boarding guy, but we're going to try it probably. But then again, he's pretty weak. He's one of the weaker species to use as a boarder. Well, that's really good. And while I remember, let's actually go ahead and rename Lombard to Monet. There we go. Oh, Monet. That's how you typographically say it. Is typographical a word? It is actually, but it's not to do with spelling anyway. Let's see. You were our helmsman, but you can go in there now. You were our engine guy. And you were our... You're also a fighter guy, but yeah, we'll put you in here. Alright. Let's go ahead and save those positions. That is pretty good. And jump. Right. Over this way. Please. And thank you. You detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. So they've got a bomb weapon and a heavy laser. These guys are pretty tame, but they might have some kind of attack drone. Anyway, we're going to intervene to defend the outpost. The rebel responds to your threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies a rebel fleet. They move in to engage. Okay, doesn't look like they have any offensive drones. Fantastic. And they've got 3 guys on board their ship in addition to that drone right there. How are we going to handle this, guys? They can't really attack us with our weapons. Everything about them is pretty much useless. So it's probably in our best interest to just go on there and board the heck out of them. They don't have a mid bay. We're pretty much safe. We'll take our human as well just to put the odds well and truly within our favour. Head into the drone room and cause some mayhem. Okay, we've got a human on human action. Oh no, we've got no, it's okay, the human went there, so that's actually perfect. The oxygen has been downed. That is actually not good. It looks like it was a small bomb or something. It didn't cause any kind of fires or breaches or anything. Okay, we've got someone leveled up. The engines have been toasted, but that is just in time. With the crew dead, we salvage what we can, gaining 2 fuel, 1 drone putt, and 21 scrap. The outpost hails us. The pompous bastards expected free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for the help. There goes 4 fuel and 17 scrap. I really did need that refuel, thank you very much. But we're going to get on board our ship and repair that oxygen before it is totally out of the ship. Just priority numero uno. Let's go ahead and get our human fixing up the engines. These guys are finished fixing the oxygen. Excellent. Get that filling back up. This guy's now healed. He can go fix the engines for us. And now these guys can go and help out as well. That was pretty expertly done, but it was sort of RNG about where the human went there, but that was pretty good. Now, so that, I guess that's something to note, that if you put the human there, they're going to end up in slot number 1. Alright, that's filled up. Everything is looking pretty good. We got a decent amount of money now. That's going to cost us 50 scrap. Is that worth it? I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. Again, because we can squeeze some power out of somewhere else if we really need to. You arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to the next sector. There are only 2 ships within range, and they seem to be engaged in battle. One of them has the markings of a space pirate, so let's kill that pirate, of course. You power your weapons and prepare to engage. So these guys cannot hurt us if I do that. Ha! Awesome. So they've got 3 guys on board their ship, Mantis, Rock, and Zoltan. Do I want to go in there with all 4 guys? I think I do. It's probably the best. For the best. Oh, well actually, why not? Okay, where are we going to board first? Well, we don't want to have the Mantis fighting the human, whatever happens. Okay, they're going to fight the Zoltan. Okay, let's just let this unfold, see what happens. Okay, so okay, the Mantis is fighting a crystal guy. Okay, now these dudes took explosive damage. So let's just let things unfold. See what's cooking. Okay. How's that Mantis fight going? Van Gogh is in the lead, but not for much longer. We're going to actually switch him out. Do that, yeah. Okay, and what else is going on? This guy, I think everything's good. Everything seems to be going okay. No, this guy's actually pretty hurt as well. We'll get him out of there. Okay, there we go. So just cycle our guys, and the mantis is dead, so this is pretty much battle over. No more life signs detected on the pirate ship, and we hasten to contact those civilians. We gain 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 19 scrap, but when we contact the civilians, we find out that they wisely made a fast retreat while we distracted the hostile ship, so we don't get a double reward. No double dipping was done today. Everyone needs a heal job, so get inside there, guys. And I don't think anything needs repairing for a change. Wow. This ship is pretty powerful, just gonna say that. Took a while to unlock, particularly the Crystal A. That's definitely one of the harder ones to do. You get in there. Okay, we'll get you down to the helm, so that you don't have to make that long pilgrimage. And everyone back to your positions, please. Excellent. Let's go. So it looks like we've got one, probably about 2 jumps, so we can go there, there, and back. So we can squeeze an extra jump in here, so that's what we're going to do. Oh no, it's a sun! This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The sun will gradually overheat until you get out of here or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage. They've got a double shot laser, missiles, and some really, really weak boarders. So let's go ahead and... yeah, I think we'll keep the human here this time. And we will... do something like this? What else can we squeeze power out of? I guess out of that. It's pretty much everything that we need. The essentials, I suppose. And we will head into this room here. This has got a single human in it right now, so let's go ahead and cloak using, or lock down using Da Vinci's power. And that guy is, okay, no, that guy's trying to get in there. Fantastic. The missile has been fired, so let's go ahead and cloak. It still hit the medbay anyway, no fires. And that, oh, I didn't, oh. Maybe I can get them out of there by doing something like this. There we go, and then I can get him in there. He's not going to be able to take it out, is he? Maybe he is. We'll go ahead and lock that down so that he can take out the missile. I don't think those guys would annoy him. Okay, looks like they destroyed our weapons a little bit, but that's alright. There's a solar flare incoming. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship. We stripped the missiles. We stripped the ship of useful materials, gaining 2 missiles, 1 drum part, and 16 scrap. Okay, let's get these guys out of here. Oh, we got a fire right there in an airlock room, so that's alright. Let's go ahead and do something like this. Keep the shields up. Okay, we need to get you repairing that. Now, these guys are still stuck on there. So if this ship gets any problems in terms of fire, we're actually in pretty hot water right now. We're not safe. This place isn't safe. Alright. And a boop. Get these guys back home. And then we can get you healing up that thing. And then we'll be able to get out of here. Don't need the cloaking right now. Oh, we've got another solar flare coming. It's in the cloaking room. That's not too bad because we can vent that pretty quickly. But yeah, we might lose the cloaking here. Not gonna lie. Okay, you need healing up. Let's get everyone back to their positions. We're gonna lose the cloaking. Oh, no, we saved it. RNG, be with us. You need healing. Alright, let's go ahead and get you back where you belong. Just let the oxygen fill up as much as we can, and then we'll jump out of here. That is our cue. Back we go. Back to the exit. Whew. 53 scrap and jumping into Sector 2. Not too shabby. So we've got an NG controlled and uncharted nebula. Well, if we go this way, we will have to fight a nebula at this end, and if we go this way, we won't have to face any nebula at all. So that sounds like a good plan. Let's go. Hello. You've arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for our journey. Indeed we shall. Just let the oxygen go back up to 100 and took a drink of water. FTL is grating on the voice. We do have a store right there, which could be useful to get ourselves a weapon, as I already said. We have our level 2 shield, so it's not too much of an issue just yet. But we really do need that weapon to get through Zoltan's shield. Something better than this, something that doesn't rely on missiles ideally. So we can do, that's pretty much the only jump that we can do, so we have to jump there now. I'm gonna do it. We might as well take a look. We have the fuel and we have a decent amount of scrap. So let's have a look. The NG can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The NG Hive at this beacon is selling equipment for just that. Okay, so it doesn't look like they sell any weapons on page 1. But they do on page 2. They've got the Halley. Halley, eh? Okay, well I guess we, in combination with something like boarding and taking out the shields, we could then damage them with the Halley, but we don't really have anything to sell except a breach. Do I want to sell the breach to pick up the Halley? That's the big question. That is a good question, and I think I do, guys. I think I do. But the breach 2 in of itself is pretty good. I don't think this is the right weapon for us just yet. And plus it's 3 power to use anyway. It's way too much power to invest in a boarding ship. You know, having all that online. It's a bit crazy. I will pass up the Halley beam for now. Bye-bye. Do we want to buy anything else though? We're okay on fuel and maybe could do with a bit of a repair job. Something like that is pretty good. What can we buy though? We do need more power. Let's go ahead and get 2 power bars and we can put that into the engines and cloaking. So that works out quite nicely. Now we can power our level 2 shields permanently. Well, let's go ahead and close the doors as well while I remember. And let's move onwards. Further into Sector 2. It's in a pulsar. You arrive to find a pulsar dominating the view screen. You see a small silhouette pass in front of the star. Before you can ponder what it is, warning signals go off. It appears to be a ship in firing trajectory. Uh-oh! Okay, and they've got 2 NGs, are you kidding me? 2 NGs and a human. We got this in the bag. Let's go ahead and board in their weapons. We can go ahead and... yeah, let's go ahead and just cloak this guy right now. You. Yeah, you. So, Van Gogh. Go ahead and cloak that. Now we've got an NG fighting that guy. And the human batting down the door. Good luck. Let's go ahead and cloak. The pulsar is going to come in and do some damage. Took out that stuff, but that's not good. Okay, I let them into the room again because I'm an idiot. But these guys shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, the ion pulse is coming in again. We've taken 1 damage. And we also took 2 damage to the rooms that matter. The only rooms that matter. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish these guys off. There are no more life stones remaining on the ship, so a strip of useful materials getting 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 16 scrap. We took 3 damage there. I don't think that was worth it at all. We can't bring these guys back. Okay, if we go ahead and get rid of this fire, we should be able to take control of the situation. Get our human in there so we can bring our guys back. Whew. This isn't as tense a situation as if you're in something like a sun, because pulsars can't cause any sort of fires or anything like that. So this is quite beneficial for us. Alright, now let's get these guys repairing things. And of course we will jump out of here as soon as the pulsars are favourable. And this charges up as well. Or I think it charges up on the jump. That's a new thing that happens in the patch now. In these later patches it does that. Okay, Picasso needs a bit of healing. Get a heal jab. Head in there, sir. Alright. And now we can jump out of here whenever we're ready. Close the doors. When will we be ready? As soon as our shields come online, basically. Oh. Oh dear. Looks like our shield was the only thing that was pulsared there, so that's pretty good. Right. Pulsars are pretty much favourable. That's a good enough time as any to go. Well, let's go to the distress beacon. Hello, gas giant. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting in an uninhabited planet. The satellite defense system has gone haywire and the repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking to help. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. That's 3 slurs in 30 seconds. Promise to help or leave them alone. Let's promise to help. You consider our options. Let's go ahead and using our cloaking system to disable that system. Use your ship's cloaking to try to prevent the defense system from getting a lock. However, before you're able to safely disable the system, your cloaking gives out and you're forced to destroy the satellite. No one was harmed, but they don't seem happy with your solution. We gain 2 fuel, 1 drum part, and 8 scrap. Ooh, well, better than nothing. There's another one down there. Is that worth going for? I think it is. Let's go. Hello, boys. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. We better leave those guys alone because giant alien spiders are no joke. If you do not have a clone bay, so let's leave them alone. You can't risk fighting some unknown alien on every backwater station you come across. You prepare to jump. Indeed we shall. Down this way. Hello. A mixed radar signal turns out to be a mantis attack ship scavenging the remains of an NG carrier. They turn and fight. So they've got 2 mantis and an NG on there. So they're going to board with 1 mantis, so we should be able to take them out. Are they going to board with an NG? No, okay. And they've boarded in that room right there. Where are they going? In here? Possibly? Okay. Let's go ahead and get in there with 2 guys. And they can't hurt us. So, ain't no thing. But they do have that med bay. Oh, the cloaking is down. Well, it's no big deal. Heal this guy up. And what are you gonna do? And we might need to take out their med bay. They've also got doors. Man, that thing's out of control. Is that some kind of firebomb? No, that must have been a small bomb or something, and it was an RNG there. Getting that fire going. Yeah, I think we actually do want to get this online, so let's go ahead and do something like this. Okay, you'll put that on. And someone needs to go and fix the cloaking. Someone, 2 people. We'll keep this repaired, please. Hopefully they're going to run out of missiles sometime soon. That'll be quite handy. Okay, cloaking is ready to go. Okay, now the oxygen's destroyed. Oh dear. So they've got a mantis and an NG on there, so yeah. Do I need to send 2 people? I need to send 3 people to be safe about it. But they're not going to be too much help because of the dang doors and that thing's broken now. Oh well, I guess it's broken. Let's go ahead and destroy this. Now we can destroy the doors. Let's try this. Okay, that's good. Now we can teleport in there. Okay, now you're going to use your lockdown bomb. Make sure that medbay is toast. And we're going to try and keep that mantis on there if we can. I'm not used to using... Okay, yeah, that's destroyed. That's good. Now let's keep the situation under our control for as long as possible. Let's go ahead and use Van Gogh's lockdown power. Make sure that mantis gets down on there. Not attacking our guy, just to do it nice and safe. It's a bit slower, but it is safer. Mantis is dead, and the NG's no doubt there. Yeah. Okay, now he's trying to fight the guy in there. And meanwhile, they are wrecking our ship. Now that the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, eventually finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew. We gain 7 scrap and Felicity! The NG with the human name. Okay, you're our repair guy now. Do I want to use you as our pilot and then have Monet as a boarder? That's a potential thing to do. I should actually just be doing this first, so I can get these guys back so that they can help out. Let's get you repairing as well. Okay, back you come, lads. Back you come, lads. Repair the shields at turbo speed, please. Let's get rid of the power in there. And get those guys over that way as well. Now you're filled up. Get you back there, I guess. Nothing else to do. Yeah. Alright, that's quick. Everyone back to their positions. Now you... get these on. Where are you going to go? What am I going to do, guys? Well, we can't send the NG in, but it is nice to have an NG on board. I would just ideally like to have some kind of fighting guy, rather than a human at this point. But I can take the human. I'll take the human. I guess I can put the human in here. Although you need healing up. So we can put these guys in here ready to go at a moment's notice. And yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and save. And let's get on with the road. On with the road. On with the road! An Engie ship in the vicinity, seeing you jump in armed to the teeth, immediately broadcasts its surrender. Subject goal, wealth. Engie motivation, survival. Transfer of goods acceptable. Okay, we could explain that we're friendly and get an Engie man bot dispersal, I think. But more often than not, it's actually more beneficial just to go for this one, because over a long term, you're actually going to get more scrap. So let's do this. The Engie obediently transfer over the goods and get on their way. Money for nothing. Do 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 do. 1 fuel, 1 drone bot, and 20 scrap. Okay. Where are we going to go now, guys? I think we're going to go up this way, because there's more jumps up here, and then this way will basically just be down here. So let's go! It's starting to run a bit low on fuel, but I am getting a bunch of missiles now. What appeared to be a single damaged ship oh no, is in fact 2 ships that have smashed into each other. There is a flurry of comm signals and damage, and it's hard to determine what occurred. The vessels appear to be Engie? They look locked together by the impact and can't free themselves. We can attempt to help the ships by prying them apart, ignore the vessels, or we could have an Engie crew member hail the vessel and assess the damage. Your Engie crew member refuses, in a halting use of adjectives and nouns. Followed by some animated holographic aids, the Engie explains that the ships are using each other to, loosely translated, achieve a union. For some reason, this consolidation of ship matter sounds embarrassing and personal. You elect to leave the 2 Engie ships to their business. After questioning your Engie crew member, however, you do manage to salvage what scrap parts you can from the perimeter, even though you feel slightly dirty for doing so. We gain 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 7 scrap. Evacuate immediately. Evacuate. A ship refueling station is stationed at this beacon, where you can purchase fuel here. Sure, I feel like getting 6 fuel for 12 scrap is one heck of a deal, especially when it's 1 scrap cheaper than the store. Do I have anything to sell? I haven't really picked anything up, no. I can't go there next turn, so do I have to go there? What do I have to go there? I don't have to go there. I could go this way. How many jumps have we got? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We could do something like this, this, and this, or this, depending on how time goes. Or where do we have to go? Like. So, we could go there, but we don't need to, strictly. So I'm going to go this way. This might be a bad idea. They might have had some kind of useful weapon, but we're doing okay. A small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort, and it is cheerfully broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. It's docked with that refueling platform. You dock and signal the fueling station staff to begin refueling. Wait for them to finish. As you dock with the refueling platform, there is an explosion from your engine room. Warning lights flash on your ship as pirates from the station swarm aboard your vessel. We have intruders on board and 3 damage to the hull. Holy cakes on a cracker, Batman. It looks like everybody's coming in here to fight. You might need to cycle this guy. But for the most part, this should be relatively easy to take out. There doesn't appear to be any kind of other environmental dangers, so we can just focus on the fight inside of the ship. And we seem to be winning. Now everyone took a bit of damage. Not that everyone's okay. Everyone took a bit of AoE damage there from the Zoltan. If you can use Zoltans and then a clone bay, you can do Zoltan boarding, where you use the AoE damage to kill the crew members predominantly, which is a 15 damage, I believe. And there actually are ships in the game that do rely on the Zoltan boarding tactics such as that. We might get to doing one of those in the future. It's a Type C, obviously. But yeah, that would be pretty interesting to play around with. Alright, let's get this guy healed up. Bada bing, bada boom. Everything is good to go, and so are we. But we did take a bit of damage there, which kind of sucks. Hopefully we can make it through without too much difficulty. Debris from a battle is scattered around this system. A few pieces bounce against your ship. You passively scan them and discover that there is a functioning weapon among them. We're getting 8 scrap and a hull smasher laser. Perfect! Yes! Yes! And it's 2 power. We can use it. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we didn't need from the store for those that wanted to go to the store. Oh, dude, that's fantastic. Awesome. Okay, we don't need to go to that store. Looks like we've got 1... We could go 1, 2, so that's cool. Can do 2 more. 2 jumps to go. Being pretty efficient with their jumps in this run. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate that it's a storage vessel for military goods. We can attempt a cloak to access the cache, but then we'd have a chance of not actually fighting the ship. They don't have any shields, so... And they've got those things. Alright, let's attack the automated ship to get to the storage cache. And they've got a drone and a little missile thing. Okay, let's get somebody on our missiles. I mean, our engines to increase that evasion. Let's get these offline and this online. And then we will pretty much auto-tackle their weapons. Okay, get that finger on the C key to cloak. Like so. Okay, the missile missed. That's all that matters. So now we should be able to go in there with our hull laser and turn that missile off, ideally. When does the world work for you? When does the world work for you? Oh, but it missed though. That's awesome. That's awesome. Alright. Come on though, guy. Okay, and the weapons are down. Lovely. Well, at least they're not going to be able to repair that breach, which is a pretty good thing, and now we can basically just finish off the ship with impunity. We should be able to target an empty room, but to play it safe I'm going to go ahead and target the helm. Whew. There we go. Now you get back to where you belong. Well actually, yeah, let's get somebody on the weapons to make that fire a little bit faster. I should have done that too. You live and you learn, especially in these boarding ships where they're not typically in the weapons room. Okay, and now we can finish them off. So now they can't dodge us, they can't shoot us, and we're gonna kill them in the next attack. That sounds like a win to me. Bye! You salvage what you can from the broken ship, gaining 15 scrap, and when we investigate the station we find that it was a storage site for military grade weapons. We find one that can be easily attached to the ship, giving us 10 scrap and a small bomb. That'd be nice to sell. We already have a really good weapon here for taking down things that are inside the ship, weapons or med bays or stuff. That's pretty good. But this run is turning out pretty awesome. Turning out pretty awesome indeed. Everyone's healed up. Let's go. Exit beacon. You arrive at the long-range beacon, and when the FTL driver is charged, we can jump to the next sector. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings! Our supplies of mining explosives have run out ever since the rebels blockaded this system. Do you have any extra explosives?" We could give them the required 5 missiles, and we're 3 shy of that 15 missile. That sucks. Let's go ahead and give them the 5. They thank you for your generosity and offer some scrap in exchange. We'll lose 5 missiles, but we gain 22 scrap. We're not using our missiles too much right now. It's nice to have a ton for those situations where you do need to use them, but yeah, we've been using them pretty lightly so far, and I think the scrap is also pretty good to have. Alright, Zoltan controlled or pirate controlled? We are a little bit low, but oh yeah, we do have our weapon now, so we can actually punch through Zoltan's shields if we need to. Yeah, I'm gonna go Zoltan. I'm gonna go Zoltan. Maybe I should have gone pirate, but I'm going Zoltan. The Zoltan patrol their borders, but let you pass when you ID as Federation. Let's hope they won't be so courteous to the rebels. But if you want to find out if that's the case, you will have to come back in the next episode of FTL on board the Crystal Cruiser Type B, the Artist. So if you've enjoyed the episode, let me know by leaving a like and sharing with friends, etc. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, join the flock, and migrate with us into the next video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video. Need to work on that outro.